Hi, everyone. I'm Siobhan, and welcome to the Mike Podcast. I'm super excited to get this rolling. Today, I have Donna with me. Yay. Yeah, she's just going to be here for the long run. Today's episode is really just going to be a little about the podcast and then mainly about my story. And then every other episode will be a new story and a new person and a new point of view. Excited?
Perfect. Yes. Yeah? First episode. Let's go.
I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
Do you follow the Mike Podcast on social media?
Of course.
Okay. You guys should too. It's, what is it? The MICPC on Instagram. And then I think it's Siobhan.Miller on YouTube. I have to figure that out one. I think you can just look up the Mike Podcast. Yeah. And it's on Spotify.
Stream it
in your car when you're working out. I don't know if you'd want to listen to this working out, but you know. Yeah. Okay. So I am currently a music BA major with a vocal focus. So I'm a singer. But I am actually changing majors next semester. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to marketing.
You're a freshman?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a freshie. You a freshie?
Yes.
What's your major, Donna?
I'm a psychology major.
Oh, that takes a lot of brains.
No. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah? I feel like I couldn't do that.
It's okay. You're in marketing now, so.
Not yet. I am going to. Yeah. So being on campus is super fun. I absolutely love UD. The current things I'm included in are AAA. I am on Christmas on Campus. I'm in a marketing group that just does videos and photos for the campus that the campus will use. And then I am also in music therapy club. I am by no means a music therapist or in a music therapy major, but it's super fun to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you included in anything?
We are included in some of the same stuff.
Oh, yeah. AAA.
And yep. I'm also in Sustainability Club and Adoptees, actually.
Oh, yes. Adoptee. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Yeah. That's a big one. That's going to be a big thing for the Mike Podcast, too.
Mm-hmm. Where we get to meet other adopted kids in our community. So that's really exciting.
I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say a couple of my favorite things on campus so far. I actually love dorm life. I would say that's my number one favorite thing. Dorm life.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy that you decided to stay on campus even though you could have.
I mean, yeah, I do live 20 minutes down the highway, but I did want to stay on campus. And I'm in Founders. We're both in Founders. Mm-hmm. We're neighbors.
Yes.
But I absolutely love it. You know, we have the smallest dorm, but it's a real party in there. And I don't think I would want to be in any of the other dorms either. Mm. No. Okay. While I'm still a freshman and changing majors, I'm still trying to figure everything out, what I want to do, where I want to be. So if I got asked the question, where do you see yourself in 10 years or what do you want to be when you grow up? Yeah. I can't fully answer that.
Yeah, that's a hard question. I think a lot of people don't know right now. Mm-hmm. Just normal.
Because I've always told everybody, I want to be a singer-songwriter, or I want to be a singer-songwriter. That's what I said when I was growing up. And then I just added oh my God, I want to be a music producer. And now that I'm completely switching roles, it's weird for me.
I know.
Yeah, so I got to think about all that. Okay, so I guess can we just jump into my life story? Want to just do that?
Yeah. Tell them where you're from.
Alrighty. I am adopted from China, specifically Dianbai, which is in Guangdong, China. So funny story, my mom kind of calls my adoption story a setup because, and hence, I was adopted from my birth parents and then I was kind of they knew that they couldn't keep me. So they set it up how I would go to the orphanage. So I wasn't just randomly placed. It was actually, I was born and then I was taken to a train station. And there, one of my birth parents' friends, they came to the train station, picked me up, and then that person took me to the orphanage.
Got it.
Yeah, so it was kind of a setup. So I was raised well because they knew that they obviously wanted me, but they couldn't keep me.
Is it because of the one
baby rule? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't think does it still exist? I don't think it exists anymore.
So.
Yeah, that sucks though. I think I might have been the fourth baby too.
Got it.
I'm not 100% sure, and I've never met my birth parents. I would like to.
Did you have any siblings or?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now I'm an only child, but yeah, I don't know. I took an ancestry DNA test, but that didn't tell me much.
Yeah,
it tells me
really
I have a ton of
that well.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, it told me you were 100% Asian. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I knew that.
How old were you again?
9 months. I was 9 months old when I was adopted.
Got
Yeah.
it.
In the orphanage, I was taken care of by a nanny. So I was really something big. When I was a baby at 9 months old, I was 22 pounds. That's
Wow.
big. And you want to hear a funny fact? So in the orphanage, they called me Fei Moi. Do you know what Fei Moi? You're
No.
taking Chinese. Do you know what Fei Moi is?
We haven't learned this word.
It means fat baby.
Yeah, and I don't think we plan on learning that, but
Yeah, maybe not. But that's what they called me. Because apparently like being like chubby and as a baby was a good thing. I'm like, nowadays, no, but maybe back then.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute though. I like that.
Yeah. It was like, because whenever I talk to my mom about my adoption, she always told me like new things every now and then. Like just recently, I learned that when I went to the orphanage, like when they dropped me off, I still had my umbilical cord. And I was like, that's so interesting. Because we were talking like my birthday, because it was like my birthday recently. And she was like, yeah, that's how I know your birthday was like October 15th.
Yeah, she just turned 19.
Yeah, 19 now. Ooh. Donna, your birthday's coming up too.
Yes, next
Donna,
week.
Next week? Yeah. Okay, so I do want to go back to China. I don't know if and when I will be able to anytime soon.
Can I ask, where's your mom from?
My mom, like my birth mom or my adopted
Your
mom?
adopted mom.
She's from Ohio, Dayton, Ohio here. Yeah, she actually, she was born in Ohio and then she lived in Hawaii.
Interesting.
Yeah, she lived in Hawaii and she even lived in California.
For jobs or?
No, just her.
Wow.
I'm like, girl,
Adventurous.
where are we now? I've been in Ohio for 19 years. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really love my life now. I think it's going good.
But you would want to visit.
I would love to visit China though. I would love to go back. It was a few years ago. My mom planned on going back, and it was actually, the funny thing is growing up, I hated being adopted and I hated being Chinese, and I just hated everything like about my story and everything. And so I put it off as much as possible as I could. And I was like, I'm not going back. Like, I don't want anything to do with this. Like my mom, she would always ask or talk about me, and she'd be like, do you feel okay if I tell your story? I'm like, yeah. And then I would always leave the room because I hated like people thinking like I'm adopted or you know what I mean? I hated that I didn't look like my mom. And it was just like that. And so the time came, actually, I remember in 8th grade, she was like, all right, we're really going to China, Siobhan. And I was like, all right, whatever. I came up with every excuse. Every time I had an excuse, so we wouldn't go.
Oh.
Yeah, I really didn't want anything with it. And then until my freshman year of high school, so 2019, I actually wanted to go. I like started to learn to love myself. And I was like, oh my God, like this is so cool. Like I love everything about my story. I'm like, I am being different is so cool. Like, and then I was like, I love how I'm adopted. I love how I'm different than everybody else. And I just use that to express myself because it's actually so like a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Like what I have, and it's unique and it's different. And I don't have to be like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then COVID happened. So
course.
Here we are now. I still have not gone back. So bummer. Yeah.
Hopefully soon though.
I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I'm doing the study abroad program too for UD.
Yes, I wanted to do that as well.
They don't have a China one, but I'm going to do Seoul, South Korea. I'm super excited for that.
Wow.
I'm so excited for that. But I don't want to seem like a Korea boo. Do you know what a Korea boo is? No. It's like in like K-pop world.
Somebody likes K-pop?
Yeah, but like a crazy like they change everything about themselves to like just liking it.
I see.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Nothing wrong with liking it, but
right, but
the extreme.
The extremes. I was like, I never go the extreme. You know what I mean? Like I have stickers and stuff, obviously, but like that's just here and there.
Wait, what else do you like?
I love music, obviously. I don't really know. Like I'm still trying to figure it all out, like I said. And I'm changing everything, so it's pretty nice. One thing I have learned is I love doing like promoting and like this, like just promoting things, like even having my own podcast. That's like so cool to me.
Yeah.
I've been in Girl Scouts for 14 years now. I'm still a Girl Scout. I'm a lifetime Girl Scout now. It's and Girl Scouts. Yeah, selling cookies, selling peanuts and chocolates. I didn't like that one, but the cookies. You know, I hated Girl Scout cookies because I was
honestly, I didn't even know you were Girl Scout.
Really?
I didn't know I don't think you've talked about this.
No.
With anybody.
Well, there's a couple parts in there that I'm a bit about, but that's for another podcast. I promise you. We'll get into that later. I don't want that to be on the first one. You know? Okay. But yeah, in Girl Scouts, I actually started doing like this marketing stuff because of Girl Scouts. So I was what they called the face of GSWO, which is Girl Scouts of Western Ohio, which is like our region. And that means like I would go on to like news channels and TV shows and just like promote for Girl Scouts like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And I was like, I love that they called me to do this. So I think that was my calling. I just never realized it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I also started doing public speaking for Girl Scouts too. And then from there, I started speaking in front of the board of directors. And like I even spoke on panels and just for like different troops and groups and different, like it was so nice and it was so fun. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love doing this. Never did I ever realize that was marketing.
That is a really good point.
Right?
Yes. And your Instagram.
Yeah.
Is there. No,
Instagram?
you're good at marketing on there.
Yeah. I try to make my Instagram page like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
I love aesthetics. Do
I
you
think
it's
it's
aesthetic?
fun to look at. Yes. I like people who have aesthetically pleasing Instagrams. You know.
Thank you.
Or that post other things so that you're aware of.
I keep it real on my Instagram. I like to keep it real. I don't want to. I even post pictures of myself crying, so I really keep it real. You know, maybe sometimes it's on the close friends story, but sometimes it's out loud on the main. I keep it real. Let's see. If I run it back to Girl Scouts, oh wow, there's so much. Like I played a big role in Girl Scouts, and Girl Scouts played a big role in my life. I was on the board of directors. So it was funny. So in 2019, I spoke for the board of directors. And then the next year they called and they asked me to be on the board of directors.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And I was the youngest person on the board of directors too.
Wow.
So that was a pretty like life-changing and eye-shocking moment. I got to see like all the behind the scenes and how they work. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Would I ever be able to do it? I don't think so. But I don't know.
Wait, so can I ask you something?
Yeah.
When my mom had met your mom, we were talking about if you had learned Chinese because, you lived in Ohio all your life. Like, did you ever get into that?
I love this question.
Yeah.
I know it's
into
funny.
your culture, yeah.
So I can speak Chinese a bit here and there. Is it by any means fluent, or I can get by? It's no means fluent.
Yeah.
Like I can do bits and pieces, and I can like listen and I can understand, but I can't like speak it.
Yeah, fluently.
Right.
That's
like
fair.
if I hear something, I'll be like, oh, like I know what that means because I can pick words out and be like, this means that, and together that means that. But I can't like fluently speak it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I learned Chinese. This is like a full circle moment for me. I learned Chinese here at University of Dayton.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, there's Chinese school. I don't know if they still do it. It's
old
every
were you?
Sunday. Oh, I did it for 8 years. So I think I started when I was, I don't know. I stopped somewhere in elementary school.
Okay.
Because I really hated doing it. Because that was a time in my life that I just like, I didn't like it because I didn't like my life at the time. Like being Chinese and like my story. I didn't learn to love myself yet.
Yeah.
But no, it was every Sunday and it was from, what was it? It was like 8 a.m. to noon every Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, my mom woke me up. Not even that. So it would be like 8 a.m. So we woke up. So it means I'd have to get up at 7:30 on Sundays. We drive down here.
It's like Sunday school?
Literally. And you sit in the humanities building. It was in humanities. And we just had Chinese class. And then you got to pick 2 electives. But so I did dance and I did martial arts.
Okay, that's fun.
That was fun.
That's really fun.
I learned to dance. I learned to enjoy that because I like being on the stage. I was like, yeah, look at me. I'm dancing, you know? And then after that, I did swimming lessons in the Regplex.
Wow. Wait, this is all in the morning?
Yeah, this is all. So I had, 8 to noon was Chinese school. And then from noon to 1 was swimming lessons every Sunday.
That's rough. That's rough. I thought Kumon was bad, but that's rough.
And I don't know. I think I'm going to take Chinese here. I know we have to, right? Yeah, we have to take like one class to graduate.
You can just take a placement test.
Yeah, I'm scared. I don't know how we're all placed on that.
I think you'll be fine. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something I was actually thinking about minoring in Chinese just because I heard it was easy.
Yeah.
And I already know like a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
they do have a context course and like a history course, but if you could study abroad while doing that course, and it's like a fun to do.
That's something I'd be interested in doing. So my idea of this podcast is, I kind of said in the beginning, I want to bring a person on here for each episode. So each episode is going to be a different person and a different story. I'm super excited for this because I get to not only meet new people across the like country, the world, whatever, in our state, but I get to hear everybody's story. So like, I think my story is unique, but just imagine everybody else's.
Yeah. How
did you grow up? Like I grew up being the only Asian at my school.
Yeah, different for me.
Yeah.
I got adopted by an Indian family, so it wasn't like people weren't looking at me any different. They actually wouldn't know that I'm adopted unless I said, hey, like I'm adopted. But
yeah,
and there's a good amount of Asians at my high school.
Lucky you. I think
get lucky.
Let's see. We had the percentage of Asians at my high school was 2%. There was literally like 7 of us, so we all knew each other.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. And then it's like, oh, okay. Because it was like a predominantly white school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, our school is also predominantly white,
Nothing against that. It was just, I wanted a little diversity in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that brought a lot of hardships too there. But I think finding myself and then learning that being different and being adopted is really cool. And that's special that they don't have, but I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something you got to own. And I think learning to love yourself was the biggest thing that helped me truly become who I am today.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to on your episode?
On my episode?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to comparing our stories, to be honest, because I feel like we have a bit of a different, story when it comes to adoption. But
I'm very excited for yours.
Yeah. I definitely relate to like with the hardships and stuff. Like there's for different reasons. I was like, oh, I hate that, this is who I am. But then I did actually learn to cope and like it. So
yeah. I'm so excited for yours. Okay. Or if you got an email from me, please fill it out because then that gets you on this podcast. And I would love to get your episodes in here. So please fill out the Google form.
I know. I can't wait to hear everybody else's.
I know. I have everybody lined up in here. So I'm so excited. What are we doing next today? Well, we have an e-board meeting. A AAA e-board meeting.
You should actually specify what AAA is.
AAA? Okay, yeah.
It might sound...
AAA. Oh my God, not the insurance. Not the insurance AAA. I mentioned that to someone. She's like, you're like a car towing? I'm like, no. AAA.
I mentioned it to somebody and they were like, oh, you mean like the Alcohol Anonymous?
I'm like, no, guys, wrong. Okay, look, I actually have it right here. AAA. Oh, wait, it's mirrored. Hold on. This one. No, wait.
But anyway, it stands for
Asian American Association. So
really fun way to meet people
of all different backgrounds, a bunch of Asians, and you do not have to be Asian to be in it at all by any means.
That's true. That's true.
It's super fun. We do a bunch of fun things. Like just recently we did our Mid-Autumn Festival.
Yeah, that was so fun.
And we also go on like boba runs here and there.
Yeah, and the dumpling night.
Oh yes, dumpling night. Just really we made dumplings and we ate them. I think my favorite was either Mid-Autumn Festival or potluck.
Oh yeah, the potluck was really good.
That was fun. We all brought food. That was like that was my first meeting. What was yours?
My first was the introduction meeting. Yeah.
I had class, so.
She skipped, guys. That's what it was.
I skipped.
Yeah.
Definitely
Tell them the truth.
No, I have World Music Choir. Oh, so I guess, I'm in 2 ensembles. So like World Music Choir and Bella Voce. So World Music Choir, that one, like I love being in it, but it meets from 6 to 8 p.m. on Mondays. And AAA does a lot on like Monday nights.
Yeah,
Monday
and Thursday nights. The clubs have like, that was one thing I wasn't expecting club meetings to be that late at night. Yeah.
And then
they just have a lot of fun events.
Yeah, it's just like here and there's. don't know, dude.
We're so awkward.
I know. I was
Okay.
like, I think it's just because we're nearing the end.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to near the end, but I think we're nearing the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your outro going to be?
I don't know, guys.
I think you should make it right here on this.
Right here, right now on the spot. Do you want to be like backups? I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's just kidding. I thought about this. I actually thought about this because I want like intro music too.
You should just.
But I can't like copyright anything. What? Mm-hmm. Like. I need a beat. Like, if we.
This is Siobhan Miller, and I'm out.
No. Oh, you mean like that got outroed?
Yeah. Like, thanks for listening in, guys. This is.
I definitely thought you meant musically. Okay. Yeah, I need a fun, spunky outro. All right, should I just run it right now on the spot?
Yes, and then we can cut right here to this
just like.
Yep, this is Siobhan Miller.
This is Siobhan Miller, the host of the Mic Podcast, and you. Wait, no.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. What about I do? This was the Mic Podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan Miller, and thank you for listening. Stay tuned for future episodes.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.